So movies have there have been long movies for basically since the beginning of film, but movies have been getting longer. Your average movie, for example, let's look at several recent movies. Wonder Woman 1984 is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and of course, The Eternals is even longer, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Many movies are now breaking this 2 hour and 30 minute mark, even though they don't have to. For example, people are like asking why is Venom Let There Be Carnage only 1 hour and 40 minutes? Because they're expecting it to be longer. But why are movies getting longer? Here is the average film length. It has stayed the same until 2010, and it started going up. Up. There also has been more movies coming out, but blockbuster movies, which are the movies that make money, have been making more money. Which, is pretty weird. You'd think that people would not want to watch longer movies, but they do. And the median running time of the top 100 movies has only increased since 2008, where it was at 106 minutes, which is, here, the top 100 high-grossing movies, to 108 minutes, which is basically an hour and 48 minutes. It's an hour and like 40 minutes. Yes. And also, the truly original movies are not really doing too well. I don't really have bigger budgets. And this has definitely increased. But this has really changed in the recent years. Lots of movies have always been around 2 hours. Whereas your typical Marvel flick is 2 hours. No Time to Die is the longest Bond movie ever. Okay. The Eternals is 2 hours and 48 minutes. Yes. Movies are getting longer, and we're going to have to accept it. It is not our choice if a movie is long or short. Of course, we can boycott a movie and make a flop, but is it a dumb reasoning just because a movie is 20 minutes longer doesn't mean it can be a good movie? And movies have been getting longer over time. It is true. Movies used to be very, very, very short, averaging around like 60, 70 minutes. It's averaging around an hour and 40 minutes. But that seems to be even getting longer. For example, like event movies like Endgame are 3 hours and 2 minutes. But that makes a lot of sense for that movie. But is longer than Infinity War. It's longer than than The Dark Knight, and it is pretty hard to get bit longer movies to make money because you have to keep people in there. Which is why your average movie is around 2 hours long. But Endgame probably did change this. Now movies like, hey, Endgame made so much money and it's 3 hours and 2 minutes, and it isn't a movie like Titanic where it's like, oh yeah, James Cameron made it, so let's go watch it. It seems that now justifying longer waits for movies is going to continue. And we're going to see how movies like The Eternals and No Time to Die do well with the very long run time. Because not everybody has a good attention span. Like, for example, the Zack Snyder Justice League. You have to have a good attention span to really watch that movie. If you don't have a good attention span, it is definitely not a movie for you. Even though the movie is literally split into 2 parts on the Blu-ray, so you can watch one part now and the next part later. Yeah. But movies are getting longer. For example, No Time to Die, The Eternals, and many more movies that have came out are getting longer. Movies are not gonna get shorter either. And yeah, same thing of other big franchises. They're longer than the original counterparts: Star Wars, Jurassic Park, and many more. So we're going to really have to see in the future if this trend continues to hold, or will movies get shorter. It is only an extra 10 to 20 minutes of movie magic you get to see. So, who is really complaining? But they also have proven that longer movies do better. And do technically make more profit despite having less time to be shown. Because it makes people want to see it more, obviously. With the exception of course, animated movies, which still run times, with exception of Pixar, have stayed relatively the same, around an hour and 40 minutes for your typical animated movie. But yep, that's basically it about this video. Goodbye.